with 1.4 coming out in about 7 days, you may find yourself asking, who am I gonna pull? Right? Now, I'm not here to tell you who you should pull. I'm gonna tell you who I'm gonna pull for and what makes sense to my account, because everyone's account is different. Now, we are talking from a free-to-play perspective on my own personal account. Now we have 3 characters coming out, which leads me to have 3 different questions. Okay, number 1 is who I really want out of the 3 5-stars. Okay, number 2, who makes the most sense for me to actually pull on my account, and number 3, who I'm probably realistically going to get. Okay, now with that being said, we are going to talk about the first person here, and this will also come into play with my questions. So we're going to put them in order from these characters that we're going to be looking at here, and I'm going to talk about why these characters make sense on my account. Now, if this does help you make a decision on your account, you guys let me know down below in the comments, and you guys just let me know who you want to pull for and why you want to pull for them. Okay, so first, of course, I'm going to mute this, but we have Jing Liu right here. Okay, this is from the recent video from Honkai Star Rail. The only reason why I'm muting it is because there's extra talking in the background, so we're just going to listen to the music that Star Rail's already playing and kind of just look at this while I talk about her. Okay, so for the first question, it was, who do I want? And this is who I want. Okay, now when we go back to my account here, okay, and we look at my currency, we only have 15 warps right now. Okay, and with this banner ending in, let's just call it 8 days, there's no way that I can get 70 here. It's just not realistic. Now, we could pull on the banner and potentially get lucky, right? And we could actually pull her, right? But it just won't, it probably won't happen, okay? I probably won't be that lucky. Now you ask, why do you want her so much, okay? She's an amazing character, okay? Look at this art that she has. She's a nice character. She's destruction, okay? I have Blade, who is also destruction. And when we look at her kit here, she has something that no character has, okay? She has 2 different playing styles, right? She has her regular style, and then after she does that, she changes her style entirely, and then she plays completely different, okay? Giving us beautiful AoE ice damage, okay? Now, a reason why I could go without her is because when we take a look at my account here, we look at our characters. I do have Herta. We all have Herta. Herta is obviously maxed out because we all have an E6 Herta. Everyone does. It was given to us, so we all have it. I already have her built a little bit. You know, I could obviously make her much better, so she's not exactly where I want her to be. We could use a lot more crit rate so we can, you know, convert on some of this crit damage. You know, overall, Herta's great. I heard it also does AoE damage. Mine's really low level as well. But, you know, we have her, right? So we already have an ice DPS who can do AoE damage. Now, obviously, we're talking Herta's a 4-star, and then Jing Liu, I can't even pronounce her name properly. Jing Liu is a, I still said it wrong, but Jing Liu, one of those was right. Okay, but she's a 5-star, right? So she's obviously going to be way better. Like, it's not even going to be remotely close with how amazing she's going to be compared to someone like Herta. But, you know, Herta works great. And another reason why I want her as well, because Jing, whenever she takes away the, or drains the attack, this can actually proc his his AoE, his follow-up attack, right? At least that's speculation, right? So it would also make sense for me to get someone like her because she can like coexist on the account that I have, right? So it would make sense to also get her as well. All right. So next, let's pull this up here. We are going to talk about, oops, let me pause that. Our next 5-star. You know, I don't know why I said there's 3 characters because there's only 2. Let's zoom. Okay, and now, or actually, I do know why I said 3 because we have a rerun. Do they show the rerun on here at some point? I know they do, but it's like, when do they do it? Okay. Here we go. Okay. We also have a rerun banner. Okay. Now, getting Zila would also make wonderful sense to my account. Okay. Because once again, if we minimize this and we look at our account here, we have a mono quantum team. Okay. Now, Zila would obviously take the spot of QQ, but I actually like my QQ. I would wish I had a little bit more crit rate in here, but she is incredible. Okay, we also have her at E4. Obviously, E6 would be ideal for the most damage that we can potentially get, but E4, you're getting her follow-up attack, which is phenomenal. Okay, now this one is the one that just makes the most sense for my account. Okay, because, you know, when we talk about someone like Jing, yes, she would be great, but to have something like a mono quantum team with one of the highest damage dealing units in the entire game, even though she's a solo target where QQ does multiple, if you get lucky, you know, someone like her would make sense to my account to just make it so much better as terms of like value with like MOC and other things like that. It would just make the most sense. And, you know, her segment here is kind of short. There's nothing more I need to say about her. We've all seen Zila. We know how she plays. We know how she works. She's incredible. She's phenomenal. You know, she's not a new character, but she would just make the most sense to my account. Okay. And now we're going to talk about the final character that's going to be coming out, and that is Topaz and Numby. Now, I love their character design. It's so cool that we get a 2-in-1 character. Now, the only thing that I don't like about Topaz and Numby is they only do solo attacks, right? Like, she doesn't have AoE damage. It's just, these are just, at least I think, right? That wind thing could hit multiple people. I'm not too sure since they didn't show it. But I believe that it's just solo targeting. And, you know, the only fire DPS that we have in the game right now in comparison is going to be Hook. Okay. Now my Hook isn't built at all. Relics suck. I think she's E something, E4, which is still pretty decent. And Hook overall, if you build Hook, Hook's pretty good. I know people give Hook a D in most of their ratings, you know, but Hook is pretty solid if you build her right and you can put her on a solid team. She can do great damage. Obviously, if you're comparing someone like Hook, which is a 4-star, to a 5-star, same thing with Jing and Herta, you know, the damage that's being done is going to be way different. It's not even going to be close, right? Now, this is the character which answers the final question, is who I am most likely going to be able to get, okay? Because when we look at my warps again, I know I can convert some of these over. What that'll bring me to, let's do it now, to, I don't know, 20 or close to 20, okay? It brings me to 19. Obviously, a couple more days we'll be able to get 20, and then, but over time, once 1.4 comes out, obviously there's going to be more updates and more things to get some more stellar jade. And I believe that Topaz is the final person that you can get. I believe either that or it is Zila with a rerun, I don't know. But either way, that's going to give me more time to be able to farm up more stellar jade and be able to pull her. Or, you know, just try and win the 50-50. Like we actually did with Fushuan. If you didn't see that video, it was pretty great. I was very happy that that happened. Where she got Fushuan and Lynx in the same banner. But, again, someone like Topaz, this is just the thing that's most likely to happen for me. Just because, like I said, I'll be able to save up more stellar jade and summon for her and get more, like, you know, it's just more likely that's going to happen for me. You know what I mean? But again, you know, it's a single target fire DPS. I think that's how that works. Now, the thing that I do think is really cool is how Numby follows you around, and then Numby can also like track trotters, and Numby can also track chests and things like that. And it's cool that the trotters don't run when Numby's out. I think that's badass. But even if I did pull Topaz out of the three, I would still be happy. You know, any of these would work for me. And you know, ultimately, we're just excited to get new characters, and we're excited to just experience this more on a free-to-play level. And like I said, who I want is going to be Jane. What makes the most sense for me is going to be Zila, and then who I'm like more likely to get is going to be Topaz due to just time and, you know, the stellar jades and all that stuff that I can potentially get. So, you know, hopefully I get lucky, because I think I'm still going to try and get Jane, right? I'm gonna see if I can get lucky with the 20 or 30 that I have, because, you know, you can always pull something early, right? If you're lucky, you can always get something early and you can win the 50-50, right? So that could be just phenomenal. But will it go that way for me? I don't know. We'll just have to see. So again, you guys let me know who you guys are gonna pull for. I wish you guys luck on the upcoming banners. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.